Um, Your Lordships and Madam Justice and esteemed delegates, sooner or later we shall commence our program. May I humbly request the delegates from Venice Commission to identify themselves at the information desks, please, kindly. Any delegate from the Venice Commission, kindly identify yourself at the information desk outside. In a few minutes, we shall commence our program. Everything is now ready. As previously announced, please, we shall rise up to welcome the Her Excellency the President with the brass band playing the famous song. I will announce when to stand up, please. Kindly now relax a bit. Thank you. The Venice Commission delegates, any please kindly identify yourself. The Venice Commission. Thank you.
Nanyosha mikono yangu juu, naisifu nchi yangu maarufu. Nanyosha mikono yangu juu, naisifu nchi yangu maarufu. Hello, hello Tanzania. Hello, hello upendo wa kweli. Hello, hello Tanzania. Hello, hello mapenzi ya dhati. Ikiwa sitakuwepo kesho, yote nilofanya kwa taifa langu yatachipua na kuonekana tena. Sikia moyoni raha upendo iliyonizunguka kwa ndani ya moyo wangu, kwa sababu.
Hello. I want to make an announcement for those who will be, there will be simultaneous translation. So this number 1 is English and number 2 is Portuguese. For those actually who cannot follow Swahili, those are the 2 languages that, for those who are using translation services. The guest of honor will soon be arriving. And can I request you all of you to stand up? And then we'll remain standing until the 3 anthems have been sang. Guest of honor, Your Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of Tanzania. The brass band will lead us in singing 3 anthems. We'll start with the national anthem, then we'll follow the East African anthem, and finally finish with the African anthem. Brass band. Excellency, please you can remain seated. You can take your seat. Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of Tanzania, before we proceed with the program, I would like to invite religious leaders to lead us with a prayer. And I'll start with Sheikh Hamis Kasim Mwadago, representing the National Muslim Council of Tanzania, Arusha.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam anasema, akuwa hakimu yoyote anayetaka kuhukumu ila Mwenyezi Mungu umtumia malaika wawili wanemtia nguvu katika hukumu yake, akiwa amekusudia haki. Na atakapokusudia sio kwa haki, Mwenyezi Mungu huondoa malaika, umbakisha na mashaitani au hukumu anavyotaka. Kwa inshallah tutamuomba Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala katika jambo hili, ili Mwenyezi Mungu atufanyie wepesi katika watu wetu ambao wanatoa maamuzi. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, muumba mbingu na ardhi na vyote vilivyomo, tunakuomba ubariki ufunguzi huu wa leo, ubariki mkutano huu wa majaji wakuu wa Mashariki na Kusini mwa Afrika. Tunakuomba uwape afya njema, uwape uadilifu, uwape uaminifu, uwape ukweli na uwape hurma katika kutumikia Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan. Tunakuomba vile vile inshallah umpe afya njema, umtie nguvu, umpe upendo, umpe subra, umpe hikma, umpe hurma na umpe uadilifu katika kuitumikia jamii ya Watanzania. Mwenyezi Mungu tunakuomba uendeleze amani na utulivu na salama iliyopo katika nchi yetu, na uwajalie Watanzania wawe na uzalendo katika kuipenda nchi yao. Mwenyezi Mungu tunakuomba ulibariki jiji letu la Arusha likiongozwa na mkuu wetu wa mkoa, liwe na amani na utulivu, ili wageni wetu wote wanapokuja hapa wawe salama, na wakiondoka warudi kwa salama na amani, wazikute familia zao ziko salama. Mwenyezi Mungu ibariki jiji la Arusha, Mwenyezi Mungu ibariki Tanzania, Mwenyezi Mungu ibariki Afrika Mashariki, Mwenyezi Mungu ibariki Afrika. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
The next, Dr. Godson Abel Molel, Bishop-elect, Evangelical Lutheran Church of Tanzania, North Central Diocese.
Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Amen. Mungu Mwenyezi, neno lako katika huinua taifa ya Afrika na ulimwengu mzima. Twaomba haya kupitia Yesu Kristo Mwokozi wetu. Amen.
May I invite Reverend Father Dr. Juvenali Wenga, representing the Tanzania Episcopal Conference.
Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Amina. Nasoma katika kitabu cha kwanza cha Wafalme sura ya 3 aya ya 5 hadi ya 9. Bwana alimtokea Solomon huko Gibeoni wakati wa usiku katika ndoto, naye Mungu akasema, omba lolote utakalo nikupe. Solomon akajibu, umemfanya mtumishi wako mfalme, lakini mimi ni mtoto mdogo tu. Hivyo umpe mtumishi wako moyo wa ufahamu na hekima, ili aweze kutawala watu wako na kupambanua kati ya mema na mabaya. Tuombe. Mungu Baba mwenyezi wa milele, unayetuongoza kwa kutupatia mifumo mbalimbali na uongozi, tunakushukuru. Tunakushukuru kwa zawadi ya rais wetu wa Tanzania, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, pamoja na uongozi wote. Tunasema asante kwa kada mbalimbali za uongozi katika nchi zetu hizi za Mashariki na Kusini mwa Afrika. Tunakushukuru kwa majaji wakuu hawa wanaoanza mkutano wao leo hii hapa Arusha, Tanzania. Zamani uliwapatia wana wa Israeli majaji waamuzi, ili waongoze na kuwafikisha watu pale ulipotaka wewe. Hata sasa, Mungu, bado unatupatia majaji na mifumo ya kimahakama, ili watu wako waweze kupata haki zao na kuishi kwa amani na upendo. Mungu, tunawaombea majaji hawa moyo wa hekima kama aliokuwa nao Solomon, ili waweze kushirikishana masuala yote muhimu ya usuyo mifumo ya utoaji haki, na watumie teknolojia ya kisasa katika kutoa haki, na wachambue vema changamoto zinazokabili mifumo hiyo, na mwishowe waje na maazimio sahihi ya tunu hii msingi, ili watu wako waishi maisha ya ustawi na haki katika nchi zao hizi za Afrika Mashariki na Kusini. Mungu ibariki Tanzania, Mungu ibariki Afrika. Tunaomba hayo yote kwa njia ya Kristo Bwana wetu. Amina. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Amina.
Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Lord Chief Justice Peter Shivute, Chief Justice of the Republic of Namibia and Chairperson of the Southern and Eastern Africa Chief Justices Forum, Your Lordship Professor Ibrahim Hamisi Juma, Chief Justice of Tanzania, Your Lordship Justice Raymond Zondo, Chief Justice of South Africa, Honorable Ambassador Dr. Pindi Hazara Chana, the Minister of Constitution and Legal Affairs, Honorable John Mongela, the Regional Commissioner of Arusha, Honorable Agustini Mwarija, the Justice of Appeal and Dean of the Justices of Appeal, Honorable Chief Justice present, Your Excellency, I don't intend actually to read the entire protocol. I'll proceed, I'll recognize them later, but in this, I wish to say that in this conference we invited quite a number of local and international delegates, but as well as other invitees to speak. With your permission, Your Excellency, let me recognize some of them who are here, and I wish to admit that I will not actually be able to recognize all of them because of time, and I'll request if it will please you, actually, most of them either to stand up so that at least you can see them, but also our delegates also can see them. I'll start with I understand that you've met the Chief Justices, but I'll start with His Lordship Justice Peter Shivute, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Namibia and Chairperson of the Forum. And next will be the host Chief Justice, Professor Ibrahim Hamisi Juma, the Chief Justice of Tanzania. And then will be His Lordship Justice Raymond Zondo, Chief Justice of South Africa. I'm sure most of you who may have known Justice Zondo from the famous inspirational speech he shared while he was doing the interview as the Deputy Chief Justice of South Africa. Those who have not, I can gladly share the YouTube speech of that. I think it's very inspirational for some of us, my Lord. And next, I would like to recognize the the Honorable Ambassador Dr. Pindi Chana, the Minister of Constitution and Legal Affairs. And then I would like to recognize the Honorable Agustino Marija, the Dean of the Court of Appeal of Tanzania. And also we would like to recognize our host, Honorable John Mongela, the Regional Commissioner of Arusha. Your Excellency, I would like to recognize the presence of Chief Justices from the various member states of the Southern and Eastern Africa Chief Justice Forum, who are sitting on the front row. My lords and ladies, if you can stand up, I would gladly appreciate. Thank you very much. Some of those who are sitting on the back actually did not have the opportunity to see. Thank you so much, my lords. Next, the Honorable President of the Constitutional Court of Angola, Justices of Supreme Courts, Courts of Appeal, the Principal Judge and Judges of the High Courts. Can you, all of you, stand up, please? Thank you very much. Next will be spouses of sitting and retired Chief Justices who are present with us. Spouses of, thank you very much. Your Excellency, the spouses, actually, they have a separate program. Thank you, can take your seats. The spouses have a separate program after this opening. They'll be visiting actually quite a number of tourist attractions. And the day after tomorrow, we'll be going together to Ngorongoro with them. Next, the delegation of accompanying Chief Justices. Those who are present, the 2 justices who have accompanied the Chief Justices. Next, we have the ministers and deputy ministers who are present with us. Yes, I've seen Lidwani Kikwete. And next, the chairpersons of parliamentary committees and members of parliament who are present with us. Thank you. And next, we have commissioners of Judicial Service Commission, but also we have commissioners of other government institutions. I've seen the commissioner of the National Electoral Commission, Justice Mwambegele. Yeah, you are. Yes, and the commissioner also from the Justice Ndika. And next, Your Excellency is Professor Elisante Ole Gabriel. He's the Chief Court Administrator of Tanzania, but also happens to be the chairperson of the Southern and Eastern Africa Judicial Administrators Association. I would also kindly request all judicial administrators who are present from the partner states also to stand up. The other judicial, yes, thank you very much for joining us. Your Excellency, next will be, we have quite a number of regional commissioners who are also present. Can you stand up, please, the regional commissioners? Thank you very much. And next, we have, we also have excellent members of the diplomatic corps who are present. Can you, I've seen some. Can you stand up, please, those members of the diplomatic corps? We also have a president from the East Africa Court of Justice. And the representative from the African Court of Human and People's Rights. Do you have any? Yes, thank you very much. We also have officials from the World Bank. We also have moderators, present, and discussants. The Chief Justice, I know you are moderating, so you should not stand up. But those who are the other moderators who are not Chief Justice, presenters, and discussants who are present, can you stand up, please? Yes, thank you very much. And finally, I know there are the district commissioners who are present and the deputy executive directors, if they are here, the district executive directors, thank you very much for joining us. And finally, Your Excellency, we have members of the Judicial of Tanzania, including the Secretariat. I know there are a handful. Members of the Judicial of Tanzania, staff of the Judicial of Tanzania, including the organizing committee. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, may I now invite the Regional Commissioner Honorable John Mongela, the Regional Commissioner for Arusha, to say a word or two as a host Regional Commissioner.
Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Lordship Justice Professor Ibrahim Hamis Juma, Chief Justice of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Lordship Justice Peter Shivute, Chief Justice of the Republic of Namibia, and the Chairperson of the Southern and East African Chief Justices Forum, Honorable Chief Justices present, Honorable Deputy Chief Justices here present, Honorable National Affairs and Justice, United Republic of Tanzania, and I recognize the presence of other ministers and deputy secretaries, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Your Excellency Mr. Wankele Mene, Secretary General, Africa Continental Free Trade Area, Professor Elisante Oli Gabriel, Chief Court Administrator of the Judiciary of Tanzania, judiciary administrators from partner states, representatives of the World Bank, representatives of the various collaborating partners, esteemed participants, members of the press. Ladies and gentlemen, one is enjoying the weather to be hosting this important forum of Southern and Eastern Africa Chief Justices. I'm aware that during the forum there will be a discussion on the role of national judiciaries in dispute resolution and other African continental free trade area, and application of the modern technologies for higher efficiency in justice dispensation. Your Excellency, Arusha has been hosting a number of important events, both local and international. Therefore, I would like to ensure delegates of this forum that you'll be safe throughout your stay in Arusha, and the regional team is ready to provide any kind of assistance whenever needed. I've been informed that the delegates will be visiting Ngorongoro Conservation Area on the 25th, and which is next to the Odvai Gorge, which is scientifically to date is the site for it's a cradle of humankind, and it's believed all of us are originated from this site. Irrespective of the countries we are coming from, we all originate from Arusha. We sincerely congratulate the organizing committee and delegates for this schedule, for also promoting our tourist attractions, which our dear President, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, has done a great job. Your Excellency, dear delegates, with these few remarks, I wish you all the best in this forum, na karibuni sana Arusha.
Thank you very much, the Regional Commissioner for Arusha, for those kind words. May I now invite the Chief Justice, Professor Ibrahim.
Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan of Namibia, and the Chairperson of the Southern and Eastern African Chief Justices Forum, Honorable Chief Justices present, Honorable Deputy Chief Justices present, Honorable Justices of Supreme Courts, Courts of Appeal, and the High Court here present, Honorable Dr. Pindi Hasarachana, the Minister of Constitutional Affairs and Justice, United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Ministers, Deputy Ministers, Permanent Secretaries, Deputy Permanent Secretaries, chairpersons of the parliamentary committees and other members of parliament present here, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Professor Elisante Ole Gabriel, Chief Court Administrator of the Judiciary, also the Chairperson of the Southern and Eastern African Judicial Administrators Association, Commissioner of the Arusha region, and other regional commissioners who are present, representatives of the various collaborating partners who are present here, esteemed participants, members of the public, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, all of you. It is an honor and annual general meeting at this postcard Mount Meru Hotel with a clear view of Mount Meru behind us. As Honorable John Mongela, the Regional Commissioner of Arusha, said, Arusha is a gateway to safari destinations. It is a city with a world-famous clock tower. It is believed to be located precisely between Cairo and Cape Town. It is a city at the center point of 3 countries, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. I want to thank him for making us comfortable so far, and everything is very good. Specifically, I want to thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania. You have supported us all along towards this conference, and you have also honored us by your presence despite your very, very packed schedule. Our thanks are limitless. I wish to extend my deep appreciation to the record number of the Chief Justices who have carved time out of your very busy schedule to be able to be with us in Arusha. I also want to welcome my lords, the retired Chief Justices, Dr. Willy Mutunga, who will be joining us virtually, Ms. Honorable Ernest Sakala, former Chief Justice of Zambia, and Honorable Maria Fumo Bartolomeu, the former Chief Justice of Mozambique. You represent the continuity of our forum, and we have a lot to learn from your experience. Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, no one within our national judiciary in Southern and Eastern Africa can escape from the impacts of what is happening around the society. That's why we always take time annually to meet and deliberate and discuss some of the issues which touch the rule of law and the independence of the judiciary. We also take time to discuss some of the emerging issues which may be relevant to the administration of justice. One of the most important meetings we met as crimes. The following year, in 2017, Chief Justices also met in Namibia as well, where we discussed the prevention of corruption in the judiciaries. In 2018, we met in Lilongwe, Malawi, where we discussed how to strengthen our judiciary to make us independent, accountable, while remaining without fear or favor. Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, we are all aware that epidemics and pandemics do not spare the judiciary. The global pandemics of COVID-19 affected the dispensation of justice. We also have had time to discuss how pandemics have affected the administration of justice and how technology have always come to our assistance. At our forum meeting in Seychelles in 2019, we resolved to convene here in Arusha in October 2020. We could not because of COVID-19. We are very glad the following year we managed to convene at Victoria Falls, where we discussed a very, very important emerging issue regarding technology in the administration of justice. Last year in Mozambique, we discussed the issue of terrorism. Our judiciaries cannot escape the issue, but it is where at least we will discuss what is the position, what is our places in the African Free Trade Area. Are the judiciaries going to remain at the sidelines, or are we going to take any part in the African Free Trade Area. Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, our forum gives us a very relaxed environment where we discuss very, very difficult issues. One of these difficult issues this year will be African Free. This difficult topic will ensure that we enjoy the discussion environment. Before I conclude, I would like to thank my Lord Chief Justice Peter Shivute, the chairman of our forum, for your leadership and also the leadership of our executive committee. I also want to thank the secretariat who have made us come and join you here, and members of the organizing committee from Tanzania, and to take all participants
from Makumira.
Haki za msingi za binadamu, demokrasia na utawala bora. Hii yote ni kwa ajili ya kuweza kuleta na mali zao zote.
Thank you very much, Makumira Cultural Troupe, for that entertainment. May I now, chairperson of the chairman of the council, Justice Peter Shivute, who is going to deliver his remarks, and then he'll later actually present with the president after that.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Professor Ibrahim Hamis Juma, Chief Justice of the United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Ministers, high dignitaries, and senior officials in the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Chief Justices and members of the Southern and Eastern African Chief Justices Forum, His Excellency Mr. Gianni Buchicchio, President Emeritus and Special Representative of the Venice Commission, Honorable Retired Chief Justices, my ladies, my lords, judges of the Supreme Courts, Courts of Appeal and High Courts, esteemed members of the Southern and Eastern African of the International Commission of Jurists, esteemed participants, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm greatly honored to have been asked to make these remarks in this picturesque city of Arusha. First and foremost, I wish to express my deep appreciation to Her Excellency the President, Dr. Samia Suluhu, but also for sparing her valuable time to deliver the keynote address. Equally, I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to His Lordship, Professor Ibrahim Hamis Juma, Chief Justice of the United Republic of Tanzania, and the Judiciary of Tanzania, for graciously hosting this year's Southern and East African Chief Justices Forum, in short, SAGEF, Annual Conference and AGM. To the Honorable Chief Justices and your distinguished delegates, as well as our esteemed guest discussants, I extend my sincere appreciation for your willingness to partake in what will certainly be engaging and enlightening discussions on topics pertinent to us all. To the Kenyan section of the International Commission of Jurists, thank you for your valued partnership with SAGEF in making this year's annual conference and AGM a reality. Your cooperation and support have been instrumental in ensuring the success of this event. Finally, I would like to commend the local organizing committee and the SAGEF Secretariat for the many months of meticulous planning and tireless efforts orchestrating this seamless event. Thank you to each and every one of you for making this possible. Your Excellency the President, the Southern and East African Chief Justices Forum was established on the 7th of December, 2003 in Johannesburg, South Africa. Its creation was driven by a vision to foster collaboration among judiciaries in the Southern and East African regions, with key objectives being the promotion of the rule of law, democracy, and the independence of the courts. Since its inception, the Forum has held conferences nearly every year, with exceptions for those years disrupted by the pandemic. These conferences provide a valuable platform for member jurisdictions and other stakeholders to deliberate on significant topics, share unique and common challenges, and collectively work towards solutions that strengthen the region's legal systems. This year's conference holds a special significance as it commemorates the Forum's 20th anniversary since its establishment. It is truly befitting that we have convened in the awe-inspiring shadow of Mount Meru, one of the achievements and milestones that the Forum has accomplished over the past 2 decades. I would be remiss not to acknowledge the pioneers of the Forum, who guided it through its formative phase and contributed to bringing it to its present standing. The Venice Commission, Mr. Gianni Buchicchio, has found time from his busy schedule to be with us and share his experience about the founding of the forum. Thank you, Jenny, for being such a visionary leader. The Honorable Ernest Sakala, Chief Justice of Zambia, the Honorable Dr. Mario Mangaze, retired Chief Justice of Mozambique, and the Honorable Justice Willie Mutunga, retired Chief Justice of Kenya, who is joining us virtually, are also here present and will also be actively contributing to the discussions, proving their commitment to seeing through the work they now time to be with us here in Arusha. And I can only hope that the leadership that has succeeded you, us, will emulate the example that you have set. Currently, CIGF boasts 16 member jurisdictions, and today, 15 of those members are represented at this conference. This is a well-attended conference, and I'm really looking forward to the discussions that will ensue in the next 2 or so days. And naturally, we are looking forward to visit the Ngorongoro crater. I think that must be the highlight for every member of the forum here. Not, of course, to say that the discussions that will take place in the conference halls are not important. They are equally important. Well, the forum will continue to state kuja pamoja ni mwanzo, kukua pamoja ni maendeleo, kufanya kazi pamoja ni mafanikio. To the uninitiated, it means coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. This proverb underscores the significance of our unity and cooperation in the pursuit of our common goals, and it aptly reflects the mission and spirit of CIGF as it continues to evolve and grow. And grow it has. In June 2017, CIGF based CIJA, the Southern and East African Judicial Administrators Association, an association of judicial administrators in the regions covered by CIGF. CIJA was established with the aim of creating a common platform for the promotion of the rule of law, constitutionalism, and good governance through ensuring independent judicial administrations. I'm pleased that CIJA had its 4th meeting on the sidelines of this year's conference, and it has been reported, I've been briefed that it has been a success. Congratulations, members of the CIJA. Your Excellency, Madam President, since its establishment, the African Continental Free Trade Area has grown to become one of the world's largest trading blocs, fostering intra-African trade. Natural that disputes between party states have arisen and will continue to do so at an ever-increasing rate as the areas in this context. That the principles of justice, the theme of the year's conference, the role of national judiciary in the application of modern technology, on the ever-increasing need to integrate technology in our dispute resolution mechanisms and trade.
Justice Peter Shivute, Chief Justice and High Courts here, Prachana, Parliamentary Committee, supposed to be able to conduct their responsibilities. Also in Ole Gabriel, Chief Court East African Judicial Administrators Association, judicial administrators from partner state peoples and other regional commissioners, a very good afternoon to you all. Some few minutes too. That on to pre-position of ratification. So I shouldn't dwell myself in explaining the history because you are all aware of it. I should say that we in Tanzania became the 40th country. It is now 8 regional economic communities, free trade area, with approximately $3.4 trillion US. This single African market has become a major factor to the potential to unlock and support robust intra-African trade and investment initiatives, remove barriers to market access, thereby deepening our African continental integration agenda. It is also an avenue for stronger business partnership, improved entrepreneurial spirit, and motivation for our small and medium entrepreneurs, which can access a variety of products through intra-trade arrangements, as well as favorable transfers of technology. It is for such reasons, among others, the African Continental Free Trade Area was designated as one of the flagship programs of Agenda 2063, the Africa we want. Honorable Chief Justices, success of such a flagship project cannot be effectively attained without due recognition of the place and the facilitative role played by our national judiciaries in resolving domestic as well as cross-border business-related disputes. As part of key institutions within our countries, national judiciaries have been the founding or the foundation of sustainable peace, tranquility, stability, and unity. All these being the prerequisite factors conducive for effective implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Protocol, which is intended to improve economic well-being of our countries through increased private sector cross-border and intra-border trade, business, and investment, through the application of modern technologies. As it shall be demonstrated in the course of your discussion, we are facilitating dispute resolution, especially during the challenging times. Honorable Chief Justices and invited guests, it is a fact that the COVID-19 pandemic did bring vital lessons to our nations and institutions. By then, you couldn't have these sort of meetings, but you couldn't stop carrying on with your responsibilities. And one such lesson is the necessity to re-engineer the internal modus operandi by crafting homegrown technological solutions to facilitate continued provision and delivery of essential services to our people, with or without necessitating a complete shutdown of our economies. So here in Tanzania, we couldn't do any shutdown, but we couldn't stop working. We used the modern technologies in providing. In Tanzania, one of the areas to which we drew attention at and deployed technology justice by all who are in need, but was also able to ensure the safety of its staff. The safety of its helped to facilitate a smooth and rapid adaptation of remote hearing of cases of all nature, and has catalyzed our desire to further simplify judicial operation by venturing into more sophisticated technology. Encouraging such efforts and other homegrown technology or as it encourages the spirit of entrepreneurship, which is a key driver of economic growth, and it allows young people to participate in the economy, shape innovations, and stimulate job creation, thereby contributing to greater productivity. Honorable Chief Justices, when such kind of homegrown technological solutions are considered within the context of the African Continental Free Trade Area, their outcomes can be visibly foreseen. In the first place, the African Continent Free Trade Area. They can as well be improved by widely adopted within and amongst our nations, either through knowledge sharing and or favorable technology to adequately respond to many other growing needs and challenges confronting our people in not only the area of access to justice, but also in other important domains. While homegrown technological innovations are essential for our continental economic growth, I hasten to state that such innovation cannot be safe without having robust intellectual property to our technological innovations. Other technological innovations and unemployment crisis through enhanced intra-African agribusiness, trade and investment to make related and disputes involving is not only endowed with rich natural resources, but it is also endowed with potential or research and development frameworks. But such frameworks must, as I stated earlier, be well imbued with adequate protection through harmonized intellectual property rights, protection laws and mechanisms, adequate competitive policy frameworks, and effective dispute resolution mechanisms. With adequate intellectual property rights, protection, and effective mechanisms to facilitate transfer of technology and resolve trade and commerce-related disputes, our own researchers and young techno-innovators will be assured of enjoyment of their benefits whenever there will be such transfers of technology. In turn, they will contribute to the industrialization of our country, promotes the such. It is also that several protocol on rules, the three being, these are in addition to the protocol on investment, the protocol on competitive policy, the protocol on intellectual property, the protocol. It is my hope, therefore, that during the entire Africa Chief Justices, while I need not to, while I don't intend to preempt your depth discourse regarding the protocol, in my views, the effectiveness of this protocol and the decision that will emanate from its dispute resolution body may have a lot to do with our national judiciary. I feel that decisions of dispute resolution body may, for efficacy purposes, need to be fully backed up by other enforcement mechanisms at the national levels. I'm confident that your conference will be luminaries. It is also my strong belief that as prominent legal minds of this region or regional economic bloc, you will as well set aside some minutes in your discussion to consider how the African Continental Free Trade Disputes Resolution Body can deploy modern technologies to efficiently dispute settlement mechanism can be tailored, shaped, and aligned throughout the continent for that success. As you have chosen to hold your annual conference this year in the United Republic of Tanzania, I would like to once again welcome you to enjoy the hospitality offered by Tanzanian people. It is said, and I've heard here this morning from my Lord Chief Justice Ibrahim, that when you want to see Cairo and Cape Town or Dakar and Mauritius at once, just visit Tanzania and climb the Mount Kilimanjaro, the rooftop of Africa. You will see soul for a better tomorrow. So I hope you will.
Your Excellency,
Republic of Tanzania. Very important. First, allow me also to express my appreciation and gratitude to the Chief Justice of the government of Tanzania also for this important conference. I do so part. Program Director, I've been asked to pass a vote of thanks, and I shall do so that he gave this morning and his remarks, and for making us feel that we are at home here. He referred to various meetings under the auspices of the Southern and Eastern African Chief Justices Forum over the past few years, and referred to the topics that have been discussed at those conferences. And when one hears the topics that were discussed at those conferences, what is quite clear is that the role that the judiciaries, national judiciaries, must play in the disputes that will come or arise from the ACFTA. He told us also about how Tanzania dealt with the situation during COVID-19. And all of those topics, as I've said, indicate that the judiciaries of our countries and the leadership of the forum, Justice, the chairperson of the Southern and Eastern Chief Justices Forum, Chief Justice Peter Shivute, Chief Justice of Namibia, who also made his remarks, and in doing so, of this forum, of why it was established, namely the promotion of the rule of law, constitutionalism, He thanked various sectors of those who have played a role in making sure that this conference takes place. Chief Justice, thank you very much. Of course, our keynote speaker, the President of the Republic of Tanzania, we are humbled and we are very grateful that she agreed. Issues affecting the judiciary are close to her heart. It shows